Hello and welcome to another Come Craft With Me live crafting session. I am Lesley Oman from Hungry Heffy Crafts, and I thought that I would do another live session tonight as I need to get a few bits and pieces done, a few bits of work sorted, a few more projects on the go. So if you're new here, I have normally got a live session, YouTube live session on a Friday night at 9 p.m. GMT. It's now just gone 9:30. So Fridays at 9 is my normal slot, but I have some bits and pieces that I need to get done. So I thought that I would do another one. Just now, I was on last night. Managed to catch up with some of you guys. And last night I was focusing on making some projects using one of the new Heffy Doodle stamps and die sets. So I was using Excellent News, which is a stamp set with these cute little chickies on it, and it has a coordinating die set as well. So I focused on that last night, but just today I'm actually going to be using some of these guys, I think, the Watcha saying. But while Craig was setting up, I just got inspired to make another card using the clover frames. So I'm just quickly going to make a little card with that. Hi Elaine! Just what I need just now, how great, yay! Oh, by the way, Elaine, we are expecting our delivery of dies tomorrow or Monday, depending on customs. I know that, I think it was you that said that you wanted to be told whenever the stitch strips of ease came back in stock. So hopefully I shall be sending you a little email very soon. Keep your eyes on your inbox. How are we all doing this Thursday evening or morning or afternoon, wherever it is with you? I think Lorraine and Elaine are both in the UK. Hi Jill! Did you have a great time in Ireland? Asks Lorraine. I did. Thank you for asking. That's so kind of you. We had a wonderful time. It all kind of goes by so fast though. I guess that's just normal. Holidays for you. We had family to go see, and we had friends that we went to go see as well. Which is always fun. Like the time just goes whoop, like absolutely disappears. I'm going to stick this. So this here is the inside of the clover frames die here. You get quite a lot out of this die set, and the inside piece, it could be considered like the throwaway piece, especially if you want that, but I actually really love this design, so I'm going to make that into a focal point on the card. But before I stick this down, I'm going to add a little bit of glue on the inside of the O's and the D's, because I'm going to do some inlay die cutting. Let's stick that down there. Elaine says, when are you on Create and Craft? So the date hasn't been confirmed as yet, but it's looking to be perhaps the first week in March. That's what we think is going to happen. But I shall hopefully get that confirmed shortly. Oop, that did not work. Oh no, where did my inside go? Oh, it's right here. I think I tried to pull that off too quickly. Let's leave you there. Connie says, hi y'all. And it is 3:36 in the afternoon in central Oklahoma. Thanks for joining us. changed my mind. I'm going to lay this down first of all rather than use the glue pen. And I'll die cut the word good luck in that same green tone. So I noticed, or realized, should I say, that I very, very rarely create cards with a colorful card base. I nearly always start with a white card base. And I thought that I would mix it up today. That sounds great. I'll check their TV schedule as I really enjoyed your show. Yay! I am happy to hear that. Very happy indeed. It's always a bit weird, like you don't know what way things are going to go. Like I don't know. It's such a different kind of experience. And I know that some people say, oh, well, you do your lives. It's kind of the same. It's not though, because in my live, I make the rules, you know. If I mess up, I don't care. It's kind of a bit different on live television. But it sure is fun. I'm going to inlay these little letters. And stick them in. And because I put some of that ATG tape down on the base layer, I can now take this little inside piece, bada boom, and stick that in there. There's the other one. And the G for good luck. Oh, I love the way it sits so flush when you do the inlay die cutting technique. Connie says, I found you through the Crafty YouTubers channel hub. Oh, amazing. Thank you, Connie. The Save the Crafty YouTuber. It seems to still have some fantastic momentum, which is great. I think that we've had some feedback to say that there's been some people who have gained quite a bit of subscribers and it's kind of made a difference. So that's nice. I think that's really nice. Gonna use some more of this tape. I'm determined to use it all up before I move over to my What You Saying die set, which is what I need to focus on tonight. How did the Heffy Doodle blog hop go? Yes, it was great. We had some guest bloggers as well join us, which was really fun. It's always really exciting to have new faces, as it were, on the hop. And we had lots of projects. Leprechauns were like particularly popular. A few days before the hop, we started sharing all of our projects, and then we were like, oh, maybe we should plan this a bit better. Like maybe we should set some rules about making sure that we all use different things. And I was like, yeah, that's far too complicated and it kind of stints the whole creativity. So I was like, yeah, I think everyone will enjoy see it, even if it's a lot of leprechauns. Everyone will still have fun. So let's add this little guy on here. Good luck. And I'm going to round my corners, which is another thing that I haven't done in a while. nice and simple. I kind of want to add some like dots. Let me grab my Nouveau drops. Crystal Nouveau drops. There we go. That'll do the trick. I had a bit of a chaotic time with lots of hop projects, which are always super fun to do, but then it's always a little bit of a race to get all the videos and things done. And we've got another hop coming soon with My Sweet Petunia, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Sorry, I'm totally holding my breath as I squeeze this out because it's a bit tight, like it's really hard to push it out, and I fear that it's gonna go bleh. It's gone a bit sticky. Like I keep getting lots of peaks on it, like it hasn't flown properly. Let's see what we can do. There we go. Lorraine says, your Chibitronics project was very difficult. Yes, it was. So, I get a little bit excited, should I say. I love an interactive card, so I am not afraid of a challenge. And also, the Chibitronics team are all super amazing, and you know, if the Chibitronics team, they should be making innovative things. So I had this idea and it was a bit crazy, but I was like, I'm going to try and do it. And I did it, and I had the camera rolling, and then, but it was very much trial and error. And then when it came to editing the video, I was like, oh my gosh, like the first video I put together was like 19 minutes or something. And I have to cut it down. I just can't have a video that long. So it then had to get sped up a little, or a lot, and it's not as clear. But I will hopefully be making another project like that in the future. But the thing is, it is advanced, so it's not going to it's not going to be like a mainstream project because it is advanced. Hey Maria, another live stream, she says. So I'm going to definitely be using these guys tonight, but I'm trying to just showcase the rest of these dies in the Clover die set because they are super fun. So I'm trying to think. I was going to do, okay, I'm going to focus on this first of all. Grab a card blank. Ooh, that's not the right one. Here we go. So I was thinking that I might stick this on with like a piece of acetate in the middle or something. And then have this front panel like a partially cut out so that it kind of hovers. I don't know, what do you think? Sort of cut around here. Or I could even turn it this way. Might be fun. I just pimped the universe card I showed you with a pivot pop up on the inside. Oh, nice. Of course, everybody's going to want to see the card now, Maria. You can't say things like that. Okay, let me see. I'm thinking. I suppose I could also put that on the fold. Not this fold, but whenever I do a fold, pop up like this. That might be fun. I think actually for this, because it's just to showcase the different variety, I think I might just use it blank. I'll add some color to the back. Maybe in a stencil or something, and then layer that up. Let me grab my stencils. Mostly because I am eager to get going with my the what you saying ones. Gonna go for some picked raspberry and salty ocean, which are two quite intense colors. But I think it'll look pretty. Elaine says, I love you using Chibitronics. I made my twins' 25th birthday cards using them and they loved them, Andrew and Stephanie. My daughter's card is still on display from the 6th of February. Oh, awesome. What was the design? You have to tell us. Maria says, I won't be able to stay for long because I have to get up at 5. No rest for the wicked, love. Thank you for my Happy Meal card, Maria. I shared it today on Instagram. You guys, if you follow me, Hungry Heffy, on Instagram, you may have seen that when I got home from my Holly Bops, I had some Happy Meal. One from the amazing Maria. Nobody makes a card like Maria. I'm sure you've never heard that before. Connie says, what is Chibitronics? Chibitronics is a brand name, and the company make little stickers which are LEDs, they're lights, and they're perfect for card making. And you get a copper tape. Oh, I should not have run that over with my wet doodah. It's getting a bit blurry looking. Yes, so they create little LED lights, and there's copper tape, and you can build a little circuit on your cards to make it light up. And if you're interested, there are loads of videos on my YouTube channel, tutorials and things, seeing them in action. It still gets me, like, every time it happens I'm like, oh, that's so cool. I bring it in, I'm like, Craig, look at this. Piper, look at this. It's almost got to the point that Piper is disappointed if, like, a card is just a card. I'll be like, look at my card, Piper. She's like, does it light up? No. Does it move? No. Does it shake? No. So why are you showing it to me? Oh, okay. I'll mail the other cards on Saturday. Okay, thanks, Maria. That'd be great. Okay. I might do this one again, actually, because I've blurred my blue now. And it has upset me. Although, you can't really... Maybe if I blur in some of the edges with blue. Run the risk of making it even worse. But if I don't like it, it can go in the bin. So it's not a big deal, is it? I had such a big deep clean of my kitchen today and I feel so better for it. I'm going to make it all blue. Just throwing out stuff that, like, you know, do you ever have like the tub or the container, should I say? So you get mail through the door and it's like, I don't know, a statement for your pension or something. And it goes, you're like, oh, I'll file that later. And then you never do. And then on a day like today, you go, oh, there's so much junk around. And you go through them and you realize that there's stuff there from like 2015. That was my day today. So I've spritzed this little guy with some water. And I'm going to add a layer on here. Let's stick this down one on top of the other. I use my wet glue. Here you go. I feel like my whole house is the tub right now. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel, Lauren. The house. I mean, it doesn't help the fact that I have so much like inventory, I guess is the right way to say it. So that my house is also a shop, which is wonderful and magnificent and a dream come true. But sometimes I would like to actually have a nice, neat house that doesn't feel overwhelming, if you know what I mean. So let's stick this clover frame on here. And then we can either add a sentiment or a critter to here. I might do the mouse actually. Did I have many mice? I don't think I had masses of mice. I think I'll do a mousey. Plus, I love this one so much and then I never get to use it. Just before I came online, I was having some Fiskars snuggles with my wee boy. He's the cutest. Hi, Suze. Okay, what should we go for? I think the little housey will be cute. And let me see. A housey and a mousey. A housey and a mousey. One of my concepts for stamps when I was doodling was a moving house card with mice on it, and I was going to call it Houses and Mouses. But then it's funny how things happen. I drew a couple of these images, like different style of mice, and I showed it to a few people and they were like, oh, I love these. So had to make this little guy instead. But you never know. Houses and mouses might appear in the future. Okay, so I don't know whether you guys have noticed that the tails on these guys are separate. So there's a couple of reasons why I did that. First of all, I like giving everyone options. I like that people can stretch their supplies, and having separate ones meant that each mouse body could have 3 different tails, so it gives you different looks. But the other thing was, if I made this stamp with a tail up to here, then it took up a lot more real estate on my stamp set, and then I would not have been able to fit as much in, and I wouldn't be able to do things like put this in the middle. I could have put like the sunflower seed in the middle maybe, but I wasn't able to get as many stamps on there. But the payoff is, for the little ones, they're a bit fiddly. I know it. Some people have said it to me, they're a bit fiddly. I know it. But a lot of the time it is super easy peasy to actually die cut it first of all. And then stamp it on top like this. And if you're doing a lot, of course, you can use the old stamping tool. Can you see? Symbols. Let's colour in this cutie patootie. You could just use separately as doodles. Yeah, absolutely. Or like confetti type of thing. That's a great idea. I love that idea. Or like a little piggy tail or something like that. Let's colour this guy in. And where's the rest of my card? I've now pulled it over to the side somewhere. Oh, that is. So I think I might do this pink to bring in the pink tones in my background. It's not quite the right pink though, is it? Oh, I hate this one. It always looks much nicer and then it's like a total neon color or something. Pinks tend to bleed quite a bit as well, which is a pain. I think that's quite the right colour. RV10. No, that's not quite the colour either. Maybe R11. Oh, this is so super saturated. I can see it bleeding. I'll leave it to dry and then I'll push some of it back in. So it'll be my little mousy mouse. Kind of give him a brownish, orangish in this darkest section, and then fade that out a little bit. So he looks like my Fiskars. With a little white belly. R20, what are you? There's always one Copic marker. Is it this one? Oh, there it is. You guys knew that, didn't you? An R00 to give him a little pink cheek. Okay, so that should be somewhat dry now. So if you do get bleeding, there's a couple of ways you can handle this. You can try and take your white blender and push it in. You need to then wait for it to dry again and see how that goes. Or you can take a white gel pen and go over it. Or there was recently a video tutorial that Nina Marie Trapani shared, and she actually featured the Heffy Doodles Very Big Heart stamp set. And she used Tipex tape, you know, the little roller, the Tipex roller thingy majig that you can get. And she used that to kind of go over the area, and then she used a sand eraser to smooth it down. You should check that out. I think it's over on the YouTube video for that one is on the Simon Says Stamp video a YouTube channel. There we go. So with this one, if you can see there, it's got internal cut lines, so you can tuck elements into his little paws like this, you know, if you had a little heart or something. Yeah. I'm going to cut this out of some foam, just so I've got a nice raised up section. Doesn't have to be thick foam. Let's see what I've got. This'll do the trick. So have any of you got your hands on any of the new Heffy Doodle release yet? Or indeed, have you been purchasing other things? I know Maria got some Happy Mail today. I'm very jealous. There's a few things on my wish list at the moment. I just realized that I want my point to line up with the center section here. Otherwise it'll look a bit weird. And this guy's going to go here, so I'm going to retrieve this and then just cut a little bit to go kind of under his butt. Sue says, thank you for shipping mine so fast. Oh, you're very welcome. Oh, before I stick this down, got a tail to add. Almost forgot. I was going to use that to stick it down on top, but he is not moving anywhere, that foam tape. I'll have to go old-fashioned glue. Kind of there, I think. And I'm hoping this overlaps something so I can stick it down. There we go. Pretty. Elaine says, I got mine super fast. Yay. I know how painful it is to wait for crafty supplies. So I tried to get them out quick march. I think that's cute. And I think I'm just going to maybe put Well, I can't put wheelie Great Day because I don't have a wheel on it. I can't have cheddar. I could have Oh Rats, I Forgot Your Big Day. I don't think I've used that one yet, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I really wanted a rat. I wanted a rat before I knew about fat-tailed gerbils. Rats are actually... I used to binge watch rats on Instagram, like videos of rats. Hi, Cards and Crafts. Hey, Di. This is an extra. So I've got an upcoming show with Create and Craft, and I have to send them projects so that they can photograph them. So whenever it comes up on the screen, like, oh, here is Hello Squeakheart. So it'll come up on the screen with the actual product, but then they can show the sample projects as well. So they need a selection of projects for each product. And although I've had very little time to actually craft myself, and I had got a few bits and pieces from other design team members. I'm thinking of taking off the edges again. I'm gonna do it. But I didn't have a full complement. Like, for example, on the clover frames, I still don't have one for this, I don't think, which is like a peel back like reveal die, which is kind of fun. I'll have to work on one of them. And I also don't think I had one really with the frame. So there we go, there's that one done. We've done 2 so far. Let's bring this over. Super simple, good luck. Using the clover frames, pretty much all clover frames there. Yep. And then we've got, oh no, I've just got that all wet. I'll have to let it dry. And then we've got Oh Rats, Forgot Your Big Day. Right. What you saying? What you saying, guys? This is the one that I wanted to focus a bit more on today. And I'm just going to get rid of these so that I can have a bit more space. Around here. I'll just rub off the excess ink on my foam pads, because otherwise, for a start, I get it all over my finger when I pull this off, but also it transfers onto like my shelf and stuff. So let me move these out of the way. And these out of the way. Tidy as you go, isn't that what they say whenever you're like cooking? Like, tidy as you go, tidy as you go. So I wanted to showcase the fact that you can use these on their own. You can use them with this. You can use it with this. You can use these both together as well. So I'm going to do a couple of stampies with these, and I think I'm going to use my Catherine Pooler inks for this. Oh, that looks bright neon. Do one at a time. Let me see what colours I've got. I think that was the one I used the last time. Lime Ricky, something borrowed. Oh, you can't see him. Party dress, Lime Ricky, something borrowed. Tiki torch, Tutti Frutti, grass skirt, flirty fuchsia, aquatini, and tiara. So maybe these three. Actually, yes. Let's try that anyway. Now we'll see how well I cleaned this after the last time. Boop, boop, boop. Tiara we're using this time. What time is your normal live time? My normal live time is 9 p.m. GMT. So it is about this time, it's just not on this day, normally. So one stamp, you can see there was a little pink residue, so it actually has this shadow effect, which is pretty awesome actually. I'm going to do another one. Oh no, I've done it again. Sorry guys if the thing went blank. Hello? Huh. Can you guys see anything? Hello? You there? I think we've got this new setup happening and yeah. Have you guys noticed, have you noticed the colors being better? So we used to use a webcam and we may have to go back to that, I'm not sure. We shall see. But the colors were really rubbish. So Craig found a way, because he's amazing, to hook up my DSLR, my fancy camera, which gives a much better image, I think, and a much truer color. Like this was never showing up as a proper teal color. It was always turning up like this kind of a color on the other camera. So this is a much better color in my opinion. But the payoff is that my camera times out. I try to remember to touch it, but it's hard whenever you're crafting. So sorry about that, guys. Hopefully it doesn't affect things. Squeak, squeak, squeak. When I was in Ireland, I was staying with a friend overnight and we went to like her local grocery store. You know, like at the end of the road there'd be just like a convenience store. And they had, oops, it has ink on it. They were selling chamois for £1.29 or something like that, like proper chamois. So I was like, and she does some stamping. I was like, that's exactly what you need to get your stamps, Ruth. Get one of them. and I bought 2. Stock up on them. Beautiful. And that's one stamp, that's one impression. Do my second one over the top just to give it a bit more coverage. Suze says, yes, the colour is better. Yay. I thought so. I really need the rest of these inks. Okay, nice and solid. These look like just beautiful. So then the other idea, let me do one in the middle here. I'll do one down here. Is that you can layer them. Let me show you what I mean by that. Now, I haven't figured out whether it's easier to do the solid image first and then do the outline, or sometimes it's easier to do the outline first and then line up the outline. Sorry, I'm going to get my head in here a second. I think the answer to my question is it's easier to do the outline first. This may not work out. Yeah, it's a little off. But let's do the outline first and then do the side. Donna's here. Surprise, I'm late, she says. Oh. It's my fault because I don't have a schedule at the moment. Well, I do. I'm still Fridays. It's really hard to position it and then remove your finger from it without pulling it away. Thank goodness for the Misty though, eh? Although I have a funny feeling that it might actually be easier with an acrylic block if I was able to stick my head right underneath, right over the top of it. Gabby's here. Hey! That has definitely moved. Oh, well, I'm just going to go commit. Okay, I'm going to go old school. It's actually quite cool when it's offset. Don't you think? Right, I'm going to be out of frame for a second because I need to get my head over it and my camera is here, so I need to bring it a bit closer to me, so bear with me a sec. while I line it up and hold my breath while I try to line it up. Okay, I've done one. I'm going to do another one on top, so it's a bit more even. Beautiful. See? So with these ones, there are coordinating watches saying dies, but these dies are a bit different because there's the outline and the solid image is the same size because, you know, that's how it fits together, right? So this die will cut out both this and will also cut out this. And then the one with the flange on the left will cut out both this one and the outline equivalent of that, or indeed both together like this. But then we also have two other dies which provide beautiful little stitchings. So let's run these through the machine. Gabby says that my internet doesn't freeze a lot. I don't know. Can people answer that, please? I always get a bit cautious because of our new setup at the moment. I get a bit concerned, like, oh. And it's just so fun that you can use it like this. And then you can put the sentiment on it if you want to. Oh no, I forgot. The stitch dies are cute. I'm getting some frozen frames from time to time too. Oh, okay. I wonder if it's the new setup or if it's YouTube. So the video I did last night, I don't know if any of you were here and you saw the video last night, you watched it live. I think it was fine. Today I went to watch it back and the audio is a little out of sync. And given that Craig was an audio producer for many years, it really winds him up when that happens. So it's a bit upsetting. We'll have to have another look at it or maybe re-upload the video. We looked at the video as in what was recorded, so it records a actual file of footage on my computer. And the audio is fine on that, so it's something to do with the way that it has connected with YouTube. Connie says, no trouble here in central Oklahoma, USA, but I was watching someone else live this morning and it seemed that YouTube was blurring them in and out. Oh, that sucks. Fun for you though, watching all the peoples. Was it a crafty person? I am loving this one with the sort of inky color blend. Reminds me of like Hawaiian sunset or something. So the one thing to bear in mind is that the one with the stitching is not intended to be used with this stamp. It'll be really hard to line up if you try and do that. You could probably cut it first and then die cut it. Maybe that would work better. You could maybe try that. See what happens. This is dried so beautiful. Can you see how flat that is? It looks like it's been printed. It's gorgeous. Need all the inks. This one's a little off, but I think it's okay. I think we can get away with it. I'm so happy with this little machine. I'm glad I convinced them to gift it to me. This is the Tattered Lace Baby Blue machine. And it was the guys from Create and Craft TV that do this machine. It's very similar in size and shape to the Altenew machine. However, the Altenew machine, although I prefer the aesthetics of the Altenew machine, the crank is so low geared. Like for this, it's like 3 turns and it's through. For the Altenew one, it's like 10 turns or something. That blue is amazing. It's aquatini. It is amazing. It's more of like a turquoisey teal color. Okay. So I wanted to use these little guys, but I want some colors that will coordinate. So I might just grab, I've got a box. I'll show you guys. I've got a box. This was from an IKEA unit. Oh, like a wooden one from many moons ago. And anytime I use a piece of card that is a plain color, and I think that there is enough left over to like get some more use out of it, then I'll put it in here. So with like pinks and reds, for example, I think, oh, that would be perfect for cutting out like little hearts, you know, or if there's like a strip, if you wanted to do like a sentiment strip, I'll put it in here. So if I'm looking for a small piece of a monocolor piece of card, this is where I go for. This is what I reach to. Let me get a piece of card. Cute, huh? And I think I'm missing a blue. Is there another blue? There he is. Let me see what other colors. I think I might go for this like light pink. Or this light pink. No. Jimmy Lanny's here. Hey! Late but hey. A scrap tray or bin always inspires me to use unexpected color combos because they happen to be next to each other in the bin. Yes, I agree. Totally agree. Like, I don't think I would ever pull this color out, like an aubergine color, but whenever you see it in here, you're like, oh yeah, I forgot that color existed. I feel like I want another mint, like a light mint, almost like this kind of a green. Too green. Let me see what I've got in here. That's a cute little one. Then you find one that's really nice and you're like, oh, I only have a little bit left. Ooh, so I've just looked up and this looks way more yellow on screen than it does in real life. This might actually work better. This one's got a nice texture on it. You probably can't see. It's obviously an old scrapbooking cardstock or something. I feel like I want a pop of black, but I might put the black over the top or something. Put you down there and hopefully I don't trip on you. Now that I've moved my craft room around and I've actually been crafting, I've realized that a lot of the stuff just isn't working for me. Like the location of it isn't working. It feels like I'm bending for everything. And I mean, like, who wants to bend? Bending sucks. What have we got here? So I'm going to try and position these haphazardly around my project. I'm going to be here all night just moving this way and that way. I don't think I want to hang off the edge. I need another teal. Teal. Balance my colors a little. Yeah, I moved because I've got a unit behind me now that I have my big shot on, so the idea was that it was really handy just to turn around and like wind it up. And it is handy, but I had thought that I'll put all my, oh, a new color, but I don't know how that's going to work. I put all the stuff that like my go-to stuff, shall I say, in there. But it's because it's a waist height unit, then it means that I have to bend to go get all my go-to stuff, when in fact it would make much more sense to have probably a taller unit behind me. Where's my dice? Oops. So that I can just reach them at shoulder height. But you live and learn. There we go. Good old lawn fawn cardstock coming to the rescue there. Can't beat a bit of lawn fawn. Now I've ruined my whole piece. I'm trying to be haphazard, but at the same time have some sort of a plan. Maybe I should not, maybe I shouldn't have them random. Maybe I should have them in actual rows. It might look better. But I'll have them pointing random ways. I don't know what you think. Does that work for you? Feels like I'm doing some sort of a like mental arithmetic quiz. This is hard work. Does it lose the whimsicalness of it when you do it so rigidly like this? What do you reckon? I think your haphazard plan is easier. Okay, maybe now that I've got them in a somewhat color coordinated fashion, I can maybe just mooch them around a little. These ones are really close now though, aren't they? And these like 3 yellows are kind of bugging me. Oh no, I'm gonna be here all night. Craft F. Hey Laura. I have been using my What You Saying set to showcase the fact that you can use the outline on its own. You can use the solid on its own. You can use the solid to get like an ombre effect or a two-tone effect. And then you can use the solid and the outline for a different look. And of course we have the stitched one as well. So we're trying to figure out whether we go for like haphazard randomness, or we have it in straight lines. I think I'm actually going to stick this down as is, because otherwise I fear I might be here all night. And as much as you guys might like that, I have to get to my bed before too long. It is a school night after all. And it was late last night by the time I got to bed. I actually came off the video and then grabbed another. I grabbed a piece of card that had been sitting on the side, and I started stamping, like to get the ink off one of my stamps. And then I was like, oh, that's really pretty. And then I made another card and I was like, oh, should have just kept the video running. But there was a lot of repeat stamping, so you guys probably would have been a bit bored. We'll check you out. I'm liking what I'm saying. Oh, thanks, Laura. Hey, Laura, are you able to tell people what's happening in a few months? Can you share with people? Oh, I've done it again. Sorry, guys. Do not be alarmed. It's just my stupid timeout thing. There we go. It times out every 30 minutes. And I keep convincing myself that I'll remember. 30 minutes is a long time. Well, I don't remember, because 30 minutes is not a long time whenever you're crafting. So, I'm going to stamp some of these randomly with the messages. So here's sending hugs. So I may have to get my head right in underneath for positioning. Hugs. Well, no one told me not to, says Laura. So yeah, I'll sneak in a share. So Laura's got some big news. I'll read it out because on the playback, people won't be able to see, will they? Because they can't see the comments. So Laura, who is also known as Crafty Not Shifty. I think she's a bit shifty though. Will be traveling to the US to teach some classes, and headshot. She might just be using some Heffy Doodle projects in that, so still to be confirmed, and everything is always subject to change because that's life. But I'm hoping that it all happens. I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to sneak in her suitcase. So be sure to go on over to Crafty.Shifty, to Laura's blog. I'm sure in due course she will have some more information about that to share with us. How do you think this is turning out then, guys? I think I'm actually going to do a few more, but in a different color. So I think I'm going to do the I Think You're Great in this and hope that it's not going to surprise me. Yeah, I think it's alright. I think you're great. Yes, I'll fit. Yes, I'll fit in her suitcase. Woo! Thinking of you always. Let's add this on here as well, but I'm going to go pink. Party dress. And put this down here. Head again. Sorry, guys. There we go. So you can see how many sentiments that there are in this set, which are just awesome. So, hello my friends, sending hugs. I think you're great. Sending my love. You're the best. Thinking of you always. I could have loved you more. Just saying hi. Just saying hi. Let's do that one. So cute, says Liz. Thank you. Just saying hi. Oh, we'll go Aquatini again. Aquatini. Okay, I'm going to call that enough word stampings. But I think what I'll do actually, or at least try, test the water. When you have an idea, you have to test it out. The Heffy cut die, I actually have one over here. I thought I might actually cut one of these out in black and have it as like a center, like a focal image here. Would that be cute? Or even like right in the middle. Hey, I don't really want it to cover my, normally I'd put it like here, but it's covering my message there. It'll have to go up here. Let's do it. Yes, die cut. Oh, Lorraine says you should call it Enough Said. Oh, that would have been an awesome name for it. Most of my stamp sets are like, I have one idea and then I'm like, oh, and we can call it blah de blah. And then the rest of the stamp set gets made around the fact that I get excited about a name. So these do have pokey holes, but I'm lazy. It's a little tip. If you have washi tape on hand, you can just take the sticky side and push it in and then ease your die cut out. Hey, I'm going to do a couple of these and layer them up. because I like the old sort of chipboard look. So after all that, I've only managed to do one Watcha Saying card so far. Oops, Connie said nice contrast. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, sort of the, it's kind of like, it feels like ice cream colors or something like that, like really summery colors, and then the black just makes it kind of pop. Dinner time, enjoy your dinner, Suze. See you tomorrow. Hey, baby. Yeah. I feel like I wish I'd put some stitching. Regrets. Not really. Right, let's get this guy on here. I feel like I've kind of covered up my pina colada one, my ombre. There's one ombre down here, but I don't think it's as noticeable as this one was. Never mind. I think I'm going to add a couple of black gems or something to it. What have I got black wise? I've got my Ranger enamel accents. As long as it's not clogged up, which I think it might be, to be honest. Let me get a pin. It's obviously not been loved enough recently. Yeah, there we go. What time tomorrow, says Connie? It is at 9 p.m. GMT. I don't know what that is with you. Depends where you live in the world. But 9 p.m. GMT. I hope to see you there. I'm holding my breath again as I do my little blobbies. These ones are always super stringy. There we go. Liz says, what brand is your glue pen? This one is called Sticks to. Sticks to anything, actually. And if you go to Sticks to number 2, STIX 2 number 2.co.uk, and it's a 2-in-1 glue pen, and it's got a roller ball on it. I really like it. So the 2-in-1 means that if you do this, it comes out blue, and you stick something, it is permanent. But if you actually leave that, it will dry clear and tacky, and it then is a repositionable glue. But I like the fact that it has a roller tip. Some of the other ones that I have, like this one has a roller tip as well, very similar, but I don't know, this one seems to come out easier than this one. And then sometimes you get like a felt tip, a felt tip, I guess that's what it's called. And it's a bit bulkier, so you can't quite get it as precise as you may like. So I'm really enjoying those ones. So let's pop these in here. Okay, cool. Right, so we've got hay. Put this back. We've got our good luck here. And then our, oh rats, I forgot your birthday. Okay, I'm actually going to call it a night there. I know it's only 11 and normally I go on until 12, but it is a school night and Piper has got Pirate Day tomorrow. So we have to go and sort that out as well. So I shall say cheerio to you guys. Thank you for joining me, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow if you're able to join me. That is over at my YouTube channel again, which is YouTube.com/Hungry Heffy. And I will be live at 9 p.m. GMT. Come along. Thanks for joining me. Hi, Pri. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.